telling them all about you know what.
It's no surprise if you're looking for Tatum, she's right behind my booty cheeks.
She's blowing the party horns.
It's no surprise my Tatum's blending in the couch, but I see her.
She's squeaking, so it sounds like it's
so
your butt.
Pretty.
It sounds like it's she's squeaking the squeaker toy behind her, making it seem like it's Maggie's doing like butt squeaks.
My little fart machine behind me. That's weird.
That was wrong.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome. Everybody.
Tatum is already, I already know it. She's already going to be a nuisance. She's in a good mood. Weather's nice. She was zooming around the yard.
She was being such a good girl. We were busy today. Very busy.
Today's been a very busy day.
Very busy.
Very busy day.
Yeah. Super busy.
It was a very busy day, wasn't it, Tatum? I've been very busy the last 48 hours.
Super busy.
I've been a busy girl.
I've been a busy girl too.
I'm a tired girl.
She's a tired girl. I'm not really as tired, but she's more tired. So then we're tired.
Good afternoon from Canada. Hello, Canada.
Canada.
So
they must be on the west coast of Canada to say good afternoon.
We have cake today.
And ice cream. Cake and ice cream in honor of the celebratoriness.
Today we are doing celebratorations.
We are.
I think, do I look? I mean, I don't look it on the YouTube camera. I'm looking pretty pale. But I'm looking like I got a little bit of, like, sun, maybe? Do I look like...
But you're my daughter, not my son.
I don't know. Do I look like... I don't know, like a glowing goddess? I don't know. Oh, my God. What have we said? That's so nice. Thank you so much.
Yes, so we have a new flavor of Ben & Jerry's ice cream tonight.
My arms, look at those, definitely got cooked. Look at them. Those always get...
I don't know if they can see the color, like, between all your muscles.
I know. But my arms...
Stop flexing.
Always get... I'm sorry. Yeah.
So we've got the new flavor. This is strawberry strawberry cheesecake.
Would you date a younger
strawberry
guy?
Cheesecake.
If he was... I wouldn't date someone younger than, like, 26
and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too childish. They just haven't. Yeah.
I mean, old men are childish too.
All men are childish.
So, anyways, we got cake because we got something to celebrate today.
Chocolate decadence and what was this one called? Strawberry bits and something. I don't know.
Strawberry. If you're 60, say strawberry.
I think that's it. That's right. Yes, that's right.
So just building up the anticipation. Does anyone want to guess what we're celebrating?
Anybody want to guess? Yes, what we're celebrating.
Does anyone want to guess?
I want to try this cake. It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
We got cake. Does anyone going to take a wild guess?
Oh, they want to see your cake too.
Oh, if you guys insist.
Not your buns, your cake.
My chocolate cake?
Chocolate decadence.
Oh my God.
Absolute chocolate decadence. There you go. Look at all them. There are layers. I think there's like 9 or something like that. Woohoo. Big doings. I'm going to take a hunk. Take a bite of it.
Birthday? No.
No, but you guys can feel free to.
No birthday. Turn 21. Oh, you summer right now.
You should get 21 roses for your 21st birthday. Is that what it is?
Summer right now.
It's her birth year.
Is that Greg's cake? It is Shaw's cake.
It's their.
It was buy one get one free.
They were buy one get one free. Yeah. Buy one and get
Hi-fi.
one free, guys. That's
Sure
right.
is. Had a long 48 hours, buddy. Oh, do I not have service? Am I good? Can you guys hear me? It said I didn't have service.
My cake's really good. I'm digging it.
We didn't even say what we're celebrating yet.
No, because I'm celebrating eating first.
She was like, been building up the anticipation for 5 minutes, and 100 people have already left the chat.
Oh, we're letting.
I got
You
something.
want my cake? Okay. I'll share.
I got something today.
Yeah, Meg's got some big news. She got some big news. Big news.
I got my motorcycle license today. Well,
she passed. Christine said she knew it. She got her motorcycle license today.
I just lied to you all.
Christine wants the chocolate cake. She did lie.
It's very rich.
Yeah, it said it was like chocolate decadence.
No.
I said you might want milk, and you said no. Can I have some frozen milk?
Wow, that's like not super sweet.
Just rich.
So yeah. Oh jeez, everyone's left the chat.
It's just she
I got my motorcycle license today.
Woohoo! And we ran right over to get it with her.
But no, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I lied.
Yeah.
I passed my motorcycle test today and got my permit.
In our state, you have to have your permit for 30 days before you can get your license.
But I can technically hop on a bike and legally ride it as long as I have my permit with me.
Yeah.
There's just like restrictions. I can only ride in our state. I can't ride out of the state. And I can't have someone on the back.
And isn't it certain hours too? Like you can't after 11 o'clock at night or something.
Yeah, certain things like that.
And isn't it funny? Like when you get your driver's permit, right?
Yes, I'll be very careful.
When you have your driver's permit, you can't drive alone. And and there's certain restrictions. But when you get your motorcycle permit, you can't drive with a passenger. You can't drive with somebody. Like even a licensed motorcycle person can't even be on the back. So it's kind of funny.
But so 30 days from now, I'll go fuzzy sock check.
We will be there. We will be there to get the official.
I have to go back and
The most nervous part, all of a sudden they said, we have to take your picture. And she said, oh no. She's like, I have like helmet head.
I literally did. And I was afraid they were going to say that. I literally did my test this morning at 5 in the morning. I went to the class and did my test at like noon and came home and we went, did a few things and we went and so I just changed my clothes, threw my hair up, brought all the info I needed, whatever. And she's like, okay, so go ahead and get in front of the camera for your picture. I literally was like, oh,
no.
And like, I'm not even someone that really ever even cares. But
this was a helmet head day.
It was.
And sweaty helmet head day.
Well, see, the thing is, like, you can see the helmet head now. But I'm going to be real with you guys. I did 10 hours of classes over the past 2 days. Wearing my helmet. Did not wash my hair last night because I was like, I'm just gonna
get helmet head again tomorrow.
Get helmet head again. So it's like double day helmet head.
Really photogenic. That's like photo op.
And so like normally I wouldn't care, but I was like, I'm so tired because I got up at 5 in the morning the past 2 days for these classes. And she was anxious too about it, so that makes you even more nervous about it. And I never ridden around like on a heavy bike and done all the like skill work and stuff that they were having me do, and so it's taxing on the body after 10 hours of it, if I do say so myself. But she got it. She passed. She's got her broom broom now. It's like. Yeehaw. But so when we got there and they're like, yep, okay, so for your picture, I'm like, oh no. Like, no. this is gonna be my license
for like the next 8 years.
I'm gonna look like this. What can I do in this moment? You got Photoshop? Can you put a filter on it?
Right? Is this TikTok? Can we put a filter on this?
And she was like, no, you're good. It's just your permit. Like when you come in a month,
then they'll take a real picture.
Then you'll take the picture. And so there's another guy who was like that was working there. He was like, so be prepared then when you come in.
It was funny, yeah.
I was like, okay, I can
Next
do that.
time's gonna be the real picture.
I can plan to be cute a month from now.
Yeah.
I can schedule that in.
And you can't go for you have to wait 30 days. But your permit's good for like 6 months, I think, but you can't get it for 30 days.
Yeah, the permit's good for like 6 months. I think the certificate that you get is only good for like, I want to even say 30 days maybe.
The certificate of the written test, but then you still had to do the road test.
No, I think also like the certificate that I got from them today, I think it's only good for like 30 or 60 days or something if you don't go in and get the permit. Oh, and then the permit is good for like 6 months.
Right, you're right, because I did see that.
And that's why I was like, you know what, I don't even want to waste a day.
Yeah.
Because time can get away so quick.
And we had the little window of time to go do that.
You're trying to come up with your tennis ball.
You trying to come up? Come on.
Oh, you're so cute.
Do you want me to help you?
Do you need help?
Do you want me to help you?
You want to come over here? I can help you?
Okay, let me climb under the table.
Let me do it.
She's trying to jump up with a tennis ball in her mouth.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
So, if anyone rides motorcycles or knows anything about them, I'm very open to
tips and tricks.
I think one of the beautiful things about it is like no one rides like exactly the same. I don't think
But my oldest son has his motorcycle license and he rides. My younger son has a scooter. And he's super careful when he rides. So
I think everyone has different preferences and like things that they've learned. Like different people have been in different types of, even from fender benders to accidents.
Like even Christian's been hit.
To all that kind of stuff. And so I think everyone that's ever been on a bike probably has a different perspective and has something different to add or whatever. So I definitely, and I think that's why a lot of the biker community, I think like oh my god, like everyone today, we all got along, and literally as we were all leaving today, we were like, hey, if I was like, if I see you guys on the road, I'm gonna honk, because we were making jokes and honking to each other throughout the class and stuff, and everyone was like, yeah, if I see you guys, we're all honking back, everyone in this class,
we're honky back. Friends now.
But I think as long as you're not a stuck-up biker.
Well, don't they do this thing, or is it just Harleys that they go like this when they pass each other? Is it just Harleys, or is that all motorcycle
I think there's
people? Christine, do you know? She comes from a motorcycle family.
I think there is a Harley little.
They put their hand down like this.
That happens, kind of like how people in Jeeps will kind of wave to each other and stuff. But anyways, I think bikers should all be friends, because I think that's why a lot of people even that are totally different walks of life but enjoy biking will become friends or ride together or whatever, because I think there's good knowledge to be shared.
Yeah. Well, when my son got in his accident,
Christine said, yeah, a wave with their arms down.
That's what, like that. My son got into an accident. Somebody went through a red light and hit him, but he was going slow. But fortunately, he had on full gear, and this was 10 years ago. But they went through a red light and hit him, and did damage to the bike, of course. But he was riding, and there was a grass median right there in the middle. So when he got hit, he got knocked over onto the grass median. So fortunately, like, I mean, it scuffed up his coat and did some good scuffs on the chrome and on, that's a good one, right? And stuff on his bike, but he didn't get hurt. And he had his helmet on. And
I think there's also a beauty in learning, like, falling. Like, not that you want to anticipate a crash or whatever, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Being prepared, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, and it's usually, when it's a motorcycle, a lot of times it's the other guy that says, I didn't see him.
Like, I was very proud of myself. I didn't, like, tip over or fall on the bike at all. Yeah. There was 3 girls in my class.
Including Meg.
Including me. And there was a bunch of guys. There was, like, 15 or 10 people. One guy showed up and he was wearing the wrong shoes and they turned him away. But there was 2 other women, I should say, because I soon found out that they were, like, probably in their late 30s, early 40s. They were saying they had children my age.
Yeah.
But
so they were like my age, like late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, no, one of them was saying she had a younger kid.
One of them said she had a daughter, 27, and
and
now it's your birthday today. We're celebrating, and you're 28.
Well, and then one of them was saying they had, a teenager and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, oh my god, we're like the Powerpuff Girls, because one of the girls was brunette and one was a redhead, and I had my hair braided, and
so it looked very blonde.
My hair is like blonde underneath and stuff, and because it's blonder on my face, when I had it braided for the classes, it kind of looks more blonde.
So they were the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, dress for the slide rather than the ride.
Thank you guys for the likes.
I like that saying, and I like believe in that saying. They say the dress for the slide, not the ride, which I've said to you before. I've seen so many like comment groups that are like, bah, 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 like that are like, oh, shut up with your dress for the slide, like whatever. But it's like, no, what do you like?
Oh,
you can never be too prepared. Like, I don't know.
They say that. If you slide and you're not dressed for it, I mean, it's very painful. That they call it road rash or whatever they call it.
Well, I was telling you about. I read an article or a forum or whatever where someone was like, yeah, and just so you know, when you slide and get like gravel and whatever in your skin, they use something similar to like steel wool to get it out, like to like clean your skin out. So like, just so you know.
Yeah. So you don't want that to happen.
So yeah, no, I'm very much like,
she likes your skin on her body right where it is.
I'm going to be doing like, if I get a bike and stuff, I'm going to be doing like a bunch of photo shoots. Like, I mean, not a bunch, but I'll do like photo shoots on it in like regular clothes. But if I do that, I'm going to be wearing full gear either over the clothes, or I'm going to be bringing a change of clothes. Like when I do that, you'll never see me. The least I'll ever be wearing will be like a long sleeve and jeans, which is what they had us wear in like the class today. Like they said was whatever.
So Christine said her son-in-law, your daughter's boyfriend, the fiance
had
one.
Some bad road rash a few times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to anticipate that. Like, you can't think you're invincible and nothing's ever going to happen to you. That's what they were literally teaching us, ways to swerve and dodge and get out of the way. Anyways, on the brighter note,
ice cream too.
Sure.
Yes.
On the brighter side of it, me and the Powerpuff Girls were in class, and we were all being little besties, and it was really nice. But
I'm glad she had other girls in the class with her.
I was too, because the first day I showed up and I was early and the other girlies were a little bit late. And so I was just standing around with like 10 other guys, and I was like, it's just less intimidating when you have other girls there.
It was kind of the Smurfette thing.
Yeah.
Until the other girls showed up.
Well, just like Like, I knew I wasn't going to be the best in the class, but, like, if it was a group full of, like, knucklehead guys, they would make it obvious that I wasn't the best in the class, you know? Like, they wouldn't, you know?
Well, this is good, guys.
So,
This is the strawberry cheesecake. And it does have, like, lots of, like, cheesecake and stuff in it. It's starting to melt.
But yeah, it was very good. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, the freaking tea of the class, though.
Are you gonna have any of this? I'm gonna put it in the freezer. I'm gonna put it in the freezer because it's melting.
There was like the 10, 15 of us, whatever, in the class. Today we show up, and there was only 5 of us. Because yesterday, as we were leaving, I overheard, like, the group of guys, and they were like, oh, let's go ask the instructor, da-da-da-da. And I heard them walk up to him, like, after they told us, like, oh, like, break, like, we'll see you guys tomorrow, whatever. They went up to him and were like, hey, like, so for us guys that, like, work a lot, like, it would be really beneficial if we could just, like, bang this all out in one day, and, like, blah, blah, blah. And as I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, there's no way the instructors are going to, like, go for that. Like, what? I can't imagine. Then we come in today, and there's only 5 of us. I'm like, oh. So, because it was 2 5-hour days. So I'm like,
for the road.
So I'm like, did they stay here until 5 o'clock?
They must have.
Did they put in the full 10 hours?
Because they had to get tested.
Or, like, yeah, did they just, like, say, like, hey, just let us do the test now?
Maybe
after
they did.
5 hours. I wonder.
No, nobody was going to tell on them. And then what happened if they didn't pass it? Then they could go back and finish it today?
I guess. But it's like, if I had known that was an option,
yeah,
I might have wanted to try, especially if I didn't pass it, it could have just come back and done the class again today. Anyway.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fair. Little guy thing going on, little boys club.
So, yeah, wasn't super fair, I think, if you asked me.
So you had to get up at 5 and drive all the way there because it was an hour each way.
So,
would you like to know the other thing that's super exciting today, guys?
Yeah. So that's that on that. Unless anyone else has any other questions, I don't think I have much else to say about the motorcycle part.
It was exciting, though, and I'm so proud of her.
It was good. It was fun, and
she did it.
And I'm all done, and now I just gotta wait a month, and I have my license. And okay, go.
Duh.
Okay, go.
Okay. So the other exciting thing is this only happens once a year, you guys. Only once a year does this happen. So today is halfway till Christmas. Halfway till Christmas, that's right. We are celebrating the halfway mark. Halfway to Christmas. So that means Santa could already be watching. You already got to start prepping to be on that good list, right?
I remember what I was going to say. One last thing about it. So one of the girls was pretty short, or women was pretty short. So she is at an automatic disadvantage when it comes to the bikes and stuff. She's just a tiny little thing. And she was like, oh, I'll take the class twice if I have to. She was like, I know, I'm not doing great. The first day, she fell over on the bike once. The second day, today, she fell over. I only saw her do it twice. And one of the times I felt really bad. She was right behind me. But I was, waiting to go my turn. She pulled up behind me and tipped over. But I was, about to go. And I was, in gear and whatever. And I'm respectfully, it's not my job to, turn off the bike and whatever. I'm here to learn, too. Yeah. So I felt bad. She was she was fine. She wasn't hurt or anything. But she was, huffing and puffing because she dropped the bike. And it's discouraging. But
look at the experience she's getting at falling. She has that you don't have, see?
But I only saw her fall twice today, but then I talked to her and she said 3 times. She ended up ending the test with a perfect score. So there's that. You gotta fall to get up.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Sometimes
she wanted the full experience.
Yeah, she did.
She got it. And she got it. That's right.
But I said, hey, your husband's gonna be so proud of you. She kept telling me that all of us stories about how her husband has a bike, and she was getting it mainly so that she could ride a moped. I was like, you can ride a moped with your driver's license. Yeah. But I think she wanted
a little bigger one.
No, I think she just wanted the lesson on 2 wheels and maneuvering something
rather than having her husband teach her. She wanted.
Well, and it's easy. If you learn something harder and then knowing how to drive a motorcycle, you can drive a moped.
Yeah, but now if she has her motorcycle license and she says, "Oh, I want something even just a little bigger,"
right?
She's all set.
Well, that's what she was saying. She was like, if you go to a certain cc on the engine or whatever, then you have to have
over 55 cc's in our state.
Yeah, then you have to have a motorcycle license. Yeah. And so she was saying, even if I just get a little Vespa, you might have to.
Yeah, depending on the cc's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then every state's different too. Like our state, the driver of the motorcycle has to have minimally eye protection. But if you have a passenger, the passenger has to have a helmet. But the driver does not have to have a helmet in our state. But every state is different. Yeah. So you have to probably know the rules of the state that you're driving in. Like, if you cross state lines and you've got you got to say all of a sudden the driver has to have a helmet in the state you cross over, you better have one with you. And, pull on over and saddle it up.
Sure enough.
If you didn't have one on. But Megs can be super safe and wear a helmet.
Oh, yeah. And the one girl that was falling, she had, because there's 2 styles of helmets that you're allowed to wear. She had, it's either like a full face helmet or a not full face helmet. I don't know how else to describe it, but there's
an unfull.
Certain ones are up to regulations and some aren't. And so there's 2 styles that are within the regulations, and there's one that's full face, one that's not. She was the only one in class today there was a few guys yesterday that had the not full face ones, but she was the only one in class today that didn't have a full face one. And
so she had to wear eye protection too then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so every time we would stop and start, I'm like, oh, I gotta take off this helmet again, whatever. And she just pop, like a hat. But
Meg had the full on.
Yeah. The instructor was like, you should probably get a full face one. Like everyone should always wear a full face one. That it's just like whatever. So I will always be wearing a full face.
I mean, she always has a full face. She never, ever, ever goes without a full face.
So I will always be wearing a full face helmet. Get out of here. Not for you.
Even when she's not riding, she has a full face, if anybody's wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was born that way.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to donate to the Megan Getting a Bike Fund, just let me know.
Yes. She'll there's many options. Yeah.
Yeah. If I got about 6,000.
So if 6,000 people each gave $1.
Yeah, if 6,000 people gave me $1, I could get a motorcycle.
Or if 6,000 people sent her a gift on here that was 200 diamonds.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
So I know there's 11 of you in here right now.
Divide the 6,000 by 12. So that's only 500 each.
But if you guys know an additional 590 people that would also like to donate to the Megan Getting a Bike Fund.
Yeah.
Share the message. let them know my Venmo and Cash App and PayPal. I do accept
everything. She would even accept postage stamps.
I also have a Patreon or a fan page of sorts. I just So if you wanna
80s would be nice. It got up to like 75 here today. And can you believe it? Saturday, right? Saturday, it's not even going to hit 70 here. Is that out crazy? I mean, it's almost freaking July. Usually there's already been
butterflies in sight.
Now, I was talking to Christian about that today. He said he's seen a couple of monarchs out on some of the estates and stuff, but
those could have been viceroys, and they
Right,
could have been
right.
swallowtails that were mistook them.
yeah.
Because I haven't seen a single one.
We keep looking. Actually, I meant to jump on that today. I didn't look at the chart, the sightings chart again to see.
Hi, Joe. Joe, I got my motorcycle license today. Proud of me?
So yeah, we've got some crazy weather. So I don't know. Maybe this means we're going to have an amazing fall, which I'd be all about that. I'd be good if they want to keep like summer going into October or something.
As long as we get our fair share of seasons, and honestly, that might be nice. Like having warm weather, and then all of a sudden, like it gets cold for like Thanksgiving. Like if it's hot up until like Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas, and then it snows.
Yeah, I'd be good. Let's put in like a message to Mother Nature or whoever you give the message to, right? Because I'd be good with that. Because then there would be zero crowds. All the kids would be in school, so you don't even have to share the good weather with them, right? I'm about that. Let those kids go to school while it's nice out.
She's about that life.
I don't have any kids in school that would be complaining about it. You haven't seen any there either? And you're in Ohio, right, Melissa? Let me bring this up a little closer. So
I have friends in Mass, Connecticut, and like Pennsylvania and Florida. Well, Florida, they see.
You're just seeing the white ones. Yeah. Those are the paper whites. We've been seeing them since like April.
I have friends all up the East Coast, and no one's told me they've seen any.
I don't know where they are. Where are they?
Mm-hmm.
And even the sighting map that we go by usually, I usually check it. There's been barely any sightings. There's a lot of people that are that follow this site map thing, and so if you see one, you can actually take a picture and upload it in there, and it puts it right on the map, and then it documents the date, the time, everything that you whether it's an adult, and if if it's a male or a female, and they put if it's a first sighting, first monarch eggs. I mean, all the stuff, and there just isn't much going on. Maybe they just haven't, they had to have started their migration, for goodness sakes. Our milkweed is plenty big, and it's flowering and all.
I've started cutting it back so that it'll start growing like because if you cut milkweed, it'll shoot off like new growths.
Yeah.
So, which they all have started.
I thought I saw that. Yeah.
Some of them, like
the ones that we have right up on the porch.
Some of them were kind of like already starting to before I even cut it, and then the ones that completely restarted got like little.
I was looking at them earlier. Yeah.
Which the past few years I've always said I wish I had done that more
earlier before they just get long and lanky.
Yeah, because they get big and the leaves get huge. But if you trim them, you can't trim them too much. You can probably only do it, a handful of times, and it has to be fairly
so that way it bushes out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had done that more because then it just keeps producing like fresh new.
Especially the ones that because we usually try to keep some up on the porch because it brings up, and it's great when, especially when Meg does a lot of the work with them. If she's trying to grab some food from real quick because we're trying to do something, she can grab the leaves from right there. We don't even have to go out in the milkweed field.
Yeah.
so it's nice.
And it's nice having the milkweed on the deck because it brings the butterflies in. We watch them come in and lay their eggs
right on the deck sometimes.
But also I put my tomato plants, my cucumber plants, I have my sunflowers going, all my, everything that flowers. I have a whole flower box going. And so it brings them in and they lay their eggs and then they go over and they drink from all the different flowers whatever and then they pollinate for me. And then
just a little cycle going on here. But unfortunately, I can't see what they're saying on there. They just
it's not English, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't. Yeah, it's. I was out looking today, even at the plants just a little while ago, hoping that there'd be some eggs that some stray butterfly came in, some monarch, and left us a gift. But we got the enclosures ready. We're ready, and it's going to be a late year for them. I mean, by now you've already got your first cycle. Like we're usually having them coming out of chrysalis by now.
I was shocked because last year we got them super early. I think
last year was a dry season too, and we were afraid we wouldn't have enough food for them. Remember?
Yeah, but they came. That's not what I was saying. They came like early. Like there was no waiting around for them last year. Like because I saw like 3 weeks ago, I had a year ago, and they were forming their chrysalis like 3 weeks ago, and it takes like a month for them to get to that point. So it was like last year, like the end of May, beginning of June, we were finding
the eggs and
caterpillars already.
But I think the year before that was late. It was the year. Yeah, and then last year they came early, but then last year it ended up being really dry, and we were concerned
it's
that
wet
there wouldn't
this
be enough.
Year.
It's very wet,
so that could have something to do with it. I just hope. I mean, I always want to, raise as many butterflies as I can to help the population. But guys, I got a monarch butterfly bikini that I got it in like February. And I've been planning. I wanted to do like a butterfly beach release
with the monarch
bathing suit,
and
I need
butterflies to do that.
A substantial amount of butterflies
to make it really.
So I have to raise lots of butterflies to be able to release lots of butterflies. So I need lots of butterflies to be laying lots of eggs at the same time.
Yeah.
And if there's none, what am I going to do?
But we're not even seeing many red admirals this year. We're not seeing many of other species either.
I've seen a bit of red admirals and tiger swallowtails.
I've seen the swallowtails more than any
They're
of the
petering
others.
out though. I haven't seen as many swallowtails. Like the first, like when it first, like in the May, around when mine came out.
Yeah.
I was seeing them, but I haven't seen them as much lately.
It's really kind of frustrating. When you're trying to do a good thing and try to repopulate them and all. And where are you?
I don't know that frustrating is the right word, but
no, I mean there's nothing you can do.
It's worrisome.
But yeah, so she was saying now, Kim, I know you're down in Texas, and I know you actually have some down there that don't migrate. Have you been seeing many monarchs down your way? And like in Florida, I know there is a colony of them in southern Florida that is just kind of there. It doesn't really migrate either.
Yeah, I've been raising butterflies. Is it 6 years now? 7 years now? Like with intention of repopulation.
Yeah. Is Kim, was there any update on that boy from yesterday? They like you, there was a boy missing here too, who's 20 years old. They did release his name and stuff today, but they say now it's going to be a recovery mission, that it's been so long. So you do see them, but not often lately. And the heat, I've been inside. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, this year we're just hoping they come because we got plenty of milkweed going beautifully for them.
It's just like the one year that I actually like. I always plan to like raise an abundance of them and do like large releases and whatever because like it's like such cool videos. But like this year, I actually was like, I'm gonna plan these really aesthetic, like and cool and really different and unique releases. Like before, the past few years, I've just done videos where I kind of just go out with the enclosure and open up and kind of let the butterflies out.
But she's been planning on this.
But I'm like, I could do some like fairy type ones in the woods. I got this cool bathing suit to do one, like because I was expecting to raise lots of butterflies this year.
Take a while.
Was expecting to raise lots and lots of monarchs. I'm still anticipating. I'm sure
Bianca is.
She's
in Mexico.
When they get here, it'll probably be like, whoa, we're gonna have more than.
I hope so.
It usually happens. Usually I'm like, where are you? Where are you? Oh my God, there's so many of you. Where did you come from?
I know, but it's already July almost.
I know. There's been years that it doesn't happen till second week in July.
Really?
Yeah. Because I've had some that I've been releasing them until October.
Well, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. They get here late and they leave late. So maybe they're just planning, maybe they know more about what the summer's going to hold than we do, and they know that maybe I'll be releasing them in December.
The Christmas butterfly. Christmas is only 6 months away, you know?
Well, that's what they said. That's a little far, and it's going to be warm still, so we're kind of waiting.
That's right. You can let them fly and fly around the Christmas tree.
Anyways, guys, I think we're going to say goodnight to the YouTube stream. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, and sharing our good, happy news. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Don't forget, be good. You want to be on that nice list. Santa's watching. It's only 6 months away. Just say it. We're just saying bye-bye to our YouTube folks.